Elegance has secret codes that no one has dared to reveal to you. While women worry about wrinkles and gray hair, 9 invisible saboteurs are drastically aging your image every single day. The truth hurts. You might be making mistakes that scream outdated without even realizing it. The world has changed. Standards of elegance have evolved, but some habits remain like anchors pulling you back into the past. Mistake number 3 is so common that 78% of women over 40 make it daily. When I discovered it, I changed immediately, and 3 people asked me if I had gotten some cosmetic procedure done that same week. There's a reason why some women walk into a room and seem to radiate confidence and sophistication, while others, even after investing time and money, never achieve that aura of refinement. Subscribe now and hit the notification bell. This information will transform your presence more than any expensive product. Timeless elegance lies in the details I'm about to reveal. And the first mistake on the list? It's something you probably did today, thinking you were doing something positive for your image. Comfort without commitment, the first enemy of elegance. That moment when you choose those faded leggings and the oversized t-shirt just to stay home is the same moment Grace Kelly rolls over in her grave. Comfort has become the perfect excuse for complete surrender to sloppiness. Millions of women choose the path of absolute convenience every day, turning their homes into a refuge of worn-out sweats. But this puts you in a vicious cycle. The worse you dress, the worse you feel. Madonna, at 66, understands this perfectly. While some criticize her bold choices, she's never confused comfort with neglect. She might wear sneakers, but they're intentionally chosen pieces, not leftovers from the 90s. There are smart fabrics that hug your body without suffocating it, cuts that flatter without restricting, and colors that lift your mood without demanding constant maintenance. The secret isn't in suffering for beauty, but in rejecting the lie that elegance requires sacrifice. A truly sophisticated woman isn't the one who endures discomfort, but the one who's discovered that style and comfort can coexist harmoniously in the same wardrobe. And why does this matter? Because every time you look in the mirror, your brain registers the message you send to yourself about how much value you deserve. Complaints, the invisible wrinkles that age you more than the sun. You woke up, the coffee was weak, traffic was terrible, prices were outrageous, and before lunchtime, you'd already unleashed 15 complaints into the world. Complaining has become your native language. This happens to thousands of mature women daily. Your brain literally rewires its neural circuits to detect problems, but this negative programming carves a permanent expression on your face, as if you've been sucking on a lemon. Look at Helen Mirren at 79, who could have 1,000 reasons to lament the changes in the film industry. Instead, she's reinvented her career multiple times, maintaining a youthful glow that no cream could ever provide. Her curious and adaptable attitude is the true elixir of youth. Every back in my day, things were better is like applying an Instagram filter that adds 5 years to your appearance. Neuroscience proves it. Complaining releases cortisol, the hormone that literally destroys collagen. You're investing in expensive skincare products while sabotaging everything with your own words. Elegance isn't just about the clothes we wear, it's the energy we project. A woman who finds grace and possibility in the present draws people and opportunities to her, while the perpetual complainer repels even those who love her most. The next habit on the list? It's the one making people look away when you speak, and it has nothing to do with your teeth or your breath. Monopoly of speech, when your voice repels instead of attracts. Have you ever noticed how the room falls silent when that one aunt arrives at the dinner table? Everyone knows the next 45 minutes will be a marathon of stories about the 80s, interrupted only by strategic breaths to keep talking. The thing is, we often become that person without realizing it. Our loved ones develop elaborate escape tactics, from perfectly timed bathroom breaks to pre-planned excuses to end phone calls. But the real problem isn't just the temporary discomfort, it's the slow erosion of relationships. Oprah Winfrey, a master of communication, didn't earn her iconic status by talking incessantly, but by knowing when to stay silent. Her power doesn't come from monologuing, but from asking the right question at the right moment, and then attentively listening. Oprah's empire was built not on talking more, but on listening better. Wisdom isn't about unloading all your knowledge at once like a file download, but about delivering it like a streaming series that leaves everyone eagerly waiting for the next episode. Elegance and maturity includes the awareness that less is often infinitely more. Try the power of "and you." These 3 words transform monologues into connections, lectures into relationships, and a chatty older woman into a mysterious magnetic presence everyone wants to know better. Maximum volume, the invisible megaphone that drives admirers away. You walk into a restaurant, and before you even reach your table, 3 diners already know you celebrated your silver anniversary last week and that your knee is better after physical therapy. Speaking loudly has become your unsolicited calling card. This habit often sneaks up on us with age. Many women unconsciously raise their volume as a way to compensate for the fear of becoming invisible in maturity. But this tactic produces the exact opposite effect. People notice you for all the wrong reasons. Julie Andrews, at 88, commands any room without ever needing to raise her voice. Her impeccable diction and controlled presence make people lean in to listen rather than back away to protect their eardrums. Real power isn't in being heard across the mall, it's in making people want to hear you. Neuroscience explains it. We tend to speak louder when our brain senses we're losing the listener's attention. The problem is, this tactic rarely regains genuine interest. It only forces obligatory attention. Elegance in communication lies in consciously controlling volume, in modulating our tone to respect the shared sound space. A simple exercise: record a phone conversation and listen to it later. The reality check might be exactly what you need to adjust your internal volume. Elegant women don't need to shout to be remembered, they whisper, and the world stops to listen. The next habit on the list? It's something you likely do every morning, thinking you're solving a problem when, in reality, you're creating a much bigger one. The invisible courtroom, when your judgments repel more than your wrinkles. You raise your eyebrows at the neighbor's new haircut, roll your eyes when your son mentions remote work, and make that classic back-in-my-day face when you see teenagers at the mall. Your face has become a flashing billboard of disapproval. This often happens automatically after decades of living with firmly established beliefs. Your brain has literally lost its ability to process new ideas without filtering them through judgmental lenses. But this mental rigidity is costing you dearly. The gradual distancing of everyone who could bring freshness into your life. Martha Stewart, who has reinvented her career multiple times and won over new generations at 82, has a simple secret: genuine curiosity. When confronted with emerging trends or disruptive technologies, she responds with exploratory interest, not definitive judgments. Her timeless appeal stems from her willingness to dive into the unknown before dismissing it. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form new connections, only declines with age if we let it. Every time you replace "that's ridiculous" with "tell me more about that," you not only strengthen family ties, but literally rejuvenate your neural pathways. Elegance and maturity isn't about holding on to unshakable opinions, but about embracing the flexibility that allows for continuous growth. Try this challenge. Spend an entire day without expressing judgment, only curiosity. The expression lines around your eyes will gradually shift from marks of disapproval to signs of genuine interest. Chronic complaints, the allergy to the present that ages you faster than time. You woke up today, and before your first sip of coffee, you already had a list of grievances. The pillow was too hard. The day is gloomy. The neighbor put the trash in the wrong spot. Your internal complaint meter is perpetually in the red zone. This habit becomes so natural with age that many women don't even realize they've turned into the living embodiment of the disgust emoji. Friends and family start to plan shorter visits, or even avoid them altogether, but few will have the courage to tell you the real reason. Look at Iris Apfel, who at 103 still exudes irresistible magnetism, not through physical perfection, but through her radiant attitude. When asked about the challenges of aging, she responds with sharp humor, rather than prolonged lamentations. Her face has more lines than a book of poetry, but each one appears to have been etched by laughter, not complaints. Science backs this up. Chronic irritability releases a hormonal cocktail that accelerates cellular aging, while your default facial expression eventually becomes etched into your anatomy. Each time you choose resentment as a knee-jerk reaction, you're literally carving bitterness wrinkles that no cosmetic procedure can erase. Elegance and maturity isn't about perfection, but about the grace with which we handle imperfection. A truly sophisticated woman transforms setbacks into anecdotes, not 5-act Greek tragedies. These subtle habits are silently sabotaging your image, but now you have the power to reverse every one of them. Constant complaints, dominating conversations, quick judgments, they may seem harmless, but they're the real wrinkles of personality. Here's an uncomfortable truth. Your reputation is being shaped not by what you wear, but by what you project. Your inner elegance impacts your outer appearance far more than any anti-aging cream ever could. Now, if you thought the habits that age your image were challenging, wait until you discover the fashion mistakes that are adding years to your look. In the next video, 6 fashion mistakes making you look older after 50. I'll reveal why that classic piece in your closet might actually be turning you into the less flattering version of yourself. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up, because transforming your image is transforming how the world responds to you. True beauty in maturity isn't about the absence of wrinkles, but the presence of attitudes that light up your path and the paths of others. You don't need youth to be relevant, you need authenticity. Comment "Elegance is Attitude" if this video inspired you,